Everyone, welcome back to the Board of Advisors podcast. I'm your host, Dillon England. On today's episode, we have Tucker Bern, legend in the Dallas parts.
Legend.
Absolute legend. We had a great night last night hanging out, and I'm pumped to do this today because you have built what I think could be a game-changing platform for businesses to improve a ton of stuff. So I don't want to take the I've sent you referrals, people that you've talked to that I've sent, they're like, dude, Tucker has some cool stuff going on.
Right.
So you have a company called Caddy.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it. What is it? And just give me the context behind it real quick.
Yeah, so essentially Caddy is just a fractional AI chief executive program where we come in for 90 days. We identify where there's bottlenecks in the operation. We build and help deploy around that, and then we help with adoption around the team. Because what's the point of me giving you a Ferrari if you don't know how to drive stick shift, right?
Right.
It looks cool. It sounds cool when you turn it on, but if you can't get out of the driveway, what's the point, right? So we help with that whole process.
So when you say like it's an AI chief executive, like what kind of stuff does it help with? Like what if someone's like, hey, I'm dealing with this, how would they know that they would be a good fit for what you guys have going on?
That's a great question. Relatively to the situation, we can do whatever, right? I mean, I'll give you an example. We have, in one of my own businesses, we have a girl that we pay, and all she does is just data processing, right? She checks 2.5 million lines a year of just different jobs that are done, right? Very taxing.
Terrible.
She's working 60, 70 hours a week, right? She's fantastic. But anyways, I don't need a human to do that anymore, right? We can build the systems around that. We call that the operator tax, right? Businesses in the past have hired to cover that tax where they should be building systems around that. So that's what we did. We came in, we built a system around that. I get to pull back, in this case, $200,000 a year in payroll, which at a 10 times multiple for us, that's $2 million in enterprise value. So it's a big change.
Yeah.
On top of the quality, the higher output, the no days off, so.
So really what Caddy is, it's like an AI system that can help make ops more efficient.
Yeah, it's branded to you.
Yeah.
It's catered to you, right? We don't have any the extra bells and whistles that you don't need, right? It's just lean into what you need, and it's efficient. And it's user-friendly. So it's not necessarily a system that we integrate you into. We find, okay, what's going to make the most sense for you, build it around you, and then hand you the keys.
Yeah, you were telling me offline that you just landed a new client today.
Yeah, actually,
Congrats.
Today. Yeah, appreciate it.
Nice.
Thank you.
So what problems was this individual going through? And then what are some of the strategies that you're going to help them with? Yeah,
so these guys are an underground construction company. They got about 50 internal employees. Of those 50, 14 of them are just admin. All they do is answer the phones, enter job orders, chase invoices, send invoices, track where jobs are at in the process, add new notes, all these different things. And they track it between 3 different spreadsheets. And it's very manual. It's very taxing. And so what we told them is look, ultimately probably over a 6-month period, not right away in 90 days, we can probably take the 14 people down to 4, right? So you have a 4-person lean admin team that's handling just the 10 or 20% of the human work that still needs a touch to it.
Yeah.
We'll automate the rest of it. You can either reallocate that talent or just see ya, bye-bye, and pull that payroll back in. And for him, we're looking at $500K in payroll just recovered back for him that he can either just put in his pocket, reinvest into the company, and just make his systems more streamlined, right? He has one dashboard that he can just go look at that, hey, I can understand exactly where every job is at. I can understand what we've invoiced for, what we still haven't been paid on. All the things that are important to him is just customizing his dashboard.
And it's only what he needs.
It's only what he needs.
So it's not a bunch of blow.
Yeah, we're not trying to overcomplicate it. My thing is look, I'm not trying to boil the ocean, right? There's probably 50 things that would benefit him. Let's just focus on the magic 5.
Boil the ocean. I like that.
What are the 5 things that are going to actually drive the needle forward in your business that are going to make the biggest difference? And let's just focus on that.
Yeah.
We don't need to digitize your business overnight. That's scary, right?
Yeah. 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 What was one of the things, like, why did you create Caddy? Like, what was there, did you just like wake up one day, you're like, man, if I had this tool, my life would be easier.
Yeah.
And is that kind of how it started?
Well, I mean, it kind of went with me going down the rabbit hole of AI, just kind of seeing what the possibilities were and what you can do. And then I started to apply it to some of my own businesses, right? We own a military drone company. We own a wellness company, right? We're in the underground utility space. Like, I just started seeing like applications for my own businesses and thinking, oh my gosh, one, I can recover a ton of revenue, but originally it wasn't even revenue recovery in my mind. It was, we can scale without having to hire people, and I can just improve my systems exponentially more.
Yep.
Right. And then we just found along the way, like, oh man, like there's a whole side of this business where there's an enterprise value that we can be created from this. So,
I mean, I think that's sometimes how the best products get made too, is when you're like, wait a second, I see a need. It solved it for me.
Yeah.
And like you said, we started using AIs for our own companies. And next thing you know, we're like, wait, this is helping us a ton.
Yeah.
Other people should probably have this too.
Yeah.
And that's like sometimes the best products get made that way.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting calls from just so many different referrals right now from just people that are like, I know AI is important and I know it's huge. Like, I see the headlines. I see all the money pouring into it. Right? You see the Fortune 500 companies talking about AI. How do I do it for me? Like, how do I actually benefit from it practically? Not trying to overcomplicate it, but like, how can I just
practically and in a safe way?
Safe. And how can I actually get results from it without feeling like it's frustrating me even more?
Yeah.
So
one thing you mentioned to me off camera that I think is really important for us to mention is one of your differentiators, and we'll talk about this, is the fact that you just don't have like this forever retainer method. Like, so talk to me about like your offer, like how you help companies, what they can expect, and what you think makes you a little different. Yeah.
So what we do, we're not like your typical agency where we come in and it's like, hey, it's a retainer forever, right? And then you have to pay all this and it's tied to it. You're renting. If you stop paying me, I pull it away. No, listen, I'm here to empower the businesses. I want you to win, right? There's plenty of business out there for me. I'm not trying to milk every dollar forever, right? I want to come in. I want to find what the problems are, what the challenges are that you're facing in your business. Let's solve those problems. And then let me hand you the keys and you own the system. It's yours, right? And if you want me to come back and do some more work and do other stuff, we can always talk about that, of course. I'm not going to turn you down. Right. But I don't have like a monthly retainer where, hey, now that I've built this for you, you got to rent it from me for $2,000 a month. Yeah. You know, my whole thing is like, let's just empower the business owner, because if you feel empowered and you're getting results, you run with other business owners, you're going to tell all your friends about me. Yeah. Like, if you build the system, that person shouldn't have to rent it for life. Absolutely. So what you're saying is like, hey, listen, we have an AI tool that can help make your life more efficient, simpler, and potentially save you a heck ton of money that you could, like, the way I view it too, right? For me, like, let's just say I had 15 employees and now I needed 4. Yeah. Well, instead of hiring 15 people and paying them each $40K, I could pay those 4 $90K. Right. And like give them a significant pay increase with significant job duties. And I can take care of the people that I do keep way better. Yeah. With those things. There's so many different ways. Like, I think sometimes, like, you know, when I think of AI, in my head, I immediately think of like machinery and like robotics, and people are like, oh my goodness, Terminator. We're gonna but even then, but like, remember, like, I'm from Detroit, and when robotics were coming big, everyone was freaking out about the job loss. It's like the economy will never recover when robots come in and take all these people's jobs. And what actually ended up happening is people that now work on robots are making a ton of money, and other people found other jobs in other industries that could still support them. And so absolutely, the market will right itself. 100%. And so the question is, as a business owner, is like, how do you use the tool that's available? And it's going to potentially save you money, make you more efficient. And that's really what you're offering. Absolutely. Yeah. There's 3 target areas that we go after when we sit down with the business, right? We're either looking at it from a perspective of, does this create enterprise value, which most times it does, right? It allows you to have that increased enterprise value, or talent reallocation, right? Maybe you're paying someone $100,000 a year. Well, we don't need that role anymore. You can split those salaries and maybe beef up another department. I'm going to go hire 2 people at $50K, or just, hey, my company's more profitable. I want to make sure I bless my people that work for me now, right? Let's give them a pay increase. Or the final one is just increased output and increased quality, such as John can do 5 units of output right now currently. We're not trying to get rid of John because John's a rock star. But if I can take John from doing 5 units of output to 55 units of output because I take the 80% of the repetitive grunt work out of the picture. And
you're making John better.
I'm making him better. So that way all he has to do is just focus on revenue activities. So
that was a really clear example. And I don't want to keep asking you for examples, but like what's another... I don't need case studies. Like I know that you're great. What I want is like, give me another example of like, if a business's owner is experiencing this, how do then they know they're a good fit for Caddy? Like what are some other pain points a business owner might be struggling with that they're like, oh, if you're experiencing this thing, Caddy's probably a good fit for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say if you don't have a clear idea of how you can view your data, like so for example, the guy that we're working with now, he has 25 crews that do work for him around the country. Yeah. Right? He has no idea how much money he's making on each crew. He has no idea where each crew is at with their work.
Very convoluted.
Right? Very convoluted. Yeah. Like there's just no clear picture. And if you don't have a clear idea of where your business is at, it's hard to make quality decisions. And so I would say business owners who don't have a clear idea of where their business is or their operations heavy, right? They're doing $1 million or more in revenue a year. And they know that they're hiring to cover the operator tax, but they want to build the systems around that so that way they can either scale without increasing headcount, reduce the headcount, that whole thing.
What are your aspirations for Caddy? Like, where do you want to get this thing to, dude?
Man, I don't know. I don't even really look at it from like a money perspective. I'm just having so much fun with it. Yeah. Like, of course, I'm a for-profit organization. Like, I want to make money, of course. Yep. But for me, dude, it's just so fun to talk to the business owners and just show them what's possible. Because most of the guys that we're meeting with, they're 40 and up, right? They're fantastic business owners, but they're not tech savvy. They don't really understand what's possible. And we go on and show them like, hey man, here's a demo. Like here's a demo what we could do for you. Here's what we did for another customer, right? Yeah. And you could just see their eyes light up like, oh God, like this is exactly what I was looking for. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, that makes sense, right? Another guy that I met with, he's like, when I originally sat down with him, he was like, all right, I've met with 4 software guys. What can you do differently? And we ended up closing him because we could cater to him, right? So it's just fun to see the results, and it's fun to see like it really is changing these business owners' lives. Yeah. Right. It's putting more money in their pocket. It's making their team enjoy their environment more because they get to focus on what they actually like to do. And the feedback's been great, man. So
what I love about what you guys have is so a lot of times someone will create a product and that product is the product, and sometimes they'll try to fit a round product in a square need. Does that make sense? And it's like, doesn't fit, but it's like, it's only the product we can offer, but you guys have a fluid product to where if someone has a square, hole that needs to be filled, you guys can make a square. Yeah. If someone has a circle, you can make a circle because it's a fluid product that you can then customize to the need of each client, which I think is really great. It's not just like something you download. It's like, hey, this is what we got. Sorry, it's all you know. Yeah. It's a customized opportunity per client. How important is the discovery phase for you?
It's critical, right? Like it's funny because I was talking to another customer and we showed him the demo and what we like, just kind of a mock-up idea of, hey, this is what you can expect. And he's like, man, we could have skipped all 4 calls. We could have just skipped right to this. And it's like, I understand that point, but it's important for us to go through it and get context around your business because you're the expert, right? You know your business. I don't know your business. Yep. I need to spend that time on the front end to really understand like, okay, what are the pain points, right? Okay, here's the pain points. Now walk me through your pain points. Let me see you actually do those, right? And we kind of map that out and then we start creating it from there. So the discovery call is super important because one, I don't want to waste your time. I definitely don't want to waste my time. I want to make sure we can even help you. Yeah. Right. So that's the discovery call is just mapping it out. And then it's just a free flowing conversation from there.
You said something I think people are going to just move past, but it's important. You said, I want to see if we can even help you. Yeah. That actually shows integrity. Yeah. Because the wrong company will just help somebody. Like they're like, oh yeah, we can help you. Oh, we can help you. Yeah. And they'll take anybody. Yeah. And that's not what you want. Yeah. Like sometimes like the best people you can trust is when they say, hey, we're not a good fit.
For sure.
Because they're actually doing what's best for you. Yep. But if you meet a company that's like, oh, we could make it work. Yeah. They're just going to take your money. It's not going to go over.
Absolutely.
Go very well.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, your word is your worth and your worth is your word. If I say I can do something, I want to back it up. Yeah. Right. And so if I scope something out for a customer, it's because I know I can do it. Yep. right? And so if we get on a call with someone, man, I don't need their money that bad. You know what I mean? If I can't help them, I'll point them in the right direction. I have plenty of resources. I've sent a lot of business to other people. I'm like, hey, man, we just don't offer this. I think you'd be a great fit for this. Because we're not a commodity. Like I'm not the cheapest guy on the market. I may not be the most expensive, but we're definitely not a commodity, right? You come to us, it's because you want quality results and you want someone that actually is going to be embedded into your operation and understand it deeply and then build the solutions for it. Not just, oh yeah, that sounds like what you need. We'll whip something up for you.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. So if people want to learn more about Caddy, where can they find you? Where can they get information? How do they book a call? All that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You can check our website out. It's meetcaddy.com. And we actually have a free AI opportunity report on there where you can go and actually scope out some of your operation, just see what it would be worth.
That's sick. Yeah.
Right? What would a discovery call even be worth for you? Right? And so we can come into that, and then we have some material that we can actually discuss on that call. So
that's great. So meetcaddy.com.
Meetcaddy, meetcaddy.com.
Perfect. Well, if you're a business owner and you currently have no AI systems whatsoever in your organization, you definitely need to call.
Yeah.
Even if you do have some AI systems, maybe they're not being optimized. And especially if you're paying those like 15 an hour jobs that are sometimes riddled with mistakes and burnout and vacations and sicknesses. And you just want someone, because we didn't talk about this.
Yeah.
That AI doesn't take a break.
No, absolutely not. There is no breaks.
So if you want an efficient tool that can actually benefit your current team members and actually enable your employees, this is a great opportunity. And maybe if you want to save some too and make some more revenue, it's also a good opportunity.
Absolutely.
Bro, this is fun.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Meetcaddy.com. See you guys on the next one.
See you over there.
Peace.